This fall, Pope Francis will attend the World Meeting of Families in Philadelphia. The worldwide church sex abuse scandal isn't on the agenda, but it is still on many people's minds. It's certainly on the mind of a DuPont company executive who immigrated from Chile and knows firsthand what that scandal means. His story is our content partner story with Delaware Today magazine. This is the El Bosque parish in Chile, a place Juan Carlos Cruz attended seminary to become a priest, until he started to be abused at the hands of highly respected priest Father Fernando Caradima. It all started for Cruz after the death of his father.
From the minute he talked to me, he told me, Juan Carlos, you are blessed. The Lord has done something great with you. He has brought you to me. I'm going to be your father. I'm going to replace your father. So I was going to confession, and suddenly he started touching me, and all went downhill from there. I was paralyzed. Shame to say that it went on for 8 years. And it produces me a lot of shame and embarrassment.
Once Cruz finally escaped Caradima and the church, he tried to tuck away his pain and move on with life.
For some people it works, for others it just eats you up. And so I've had friends that have died, have committed suicide. And for me, that's I think what made me come out and speak out about this.
Cruz joined 2 other victims to publicly accuse Caradima of abuse and other church leaders of covering it up. A criminal investigation confirmed their accusations, but the statute of limitations had expired. Now, a civil lawsuit against the archdiocese starts in March. The Vatican has sentenced Caradima to a life of prayer and penitence, which Cruz says is not a just punishment.
He's living in a convent. We say he's like an all-inclusive because he's being treated really well. He's not in the parish, or he cannot have contact with people, so that's a big triumph. But he never paid really for what he had done.
Cruz has received lots of support in Chile, even from Chilean President Michelle Bachelet, who connected with Cruz during a January visit to the port of Wilmington.
As soon as she arrived in the port of Wilmington and she came, there was a lot of people, and she came to see some workers that were Chilean workers, and I was standing with them. And then she said hello to them in Spanish, and then she saw me and she said, Juan Carlos, I can't believe it. And she gave me a big hug and a kiss. It really means a lot because, wow, how the tides have turned, you know, when we were these scared men talking about sexual abuse, and now we can help others by speaking out.
He's also written a book about his experience and started a foundation to help other victims.
And I know too many people who have died not trying. And it breaks my heart. And it makes me cry every time I think of them, because some were my friends. And, you know, I don't want anybody to have to go through that.
The story of priest abuse in Chile is now being made into a film. You saw some of the scenes there in the beginning of our piece. Cruz says he was thrilled when Pope Francis, a fellow South American, became Pope, but he's been disappointed by some of his actions, including naming some of the Chilean church leaders who covered up his abuse to high positions in the Vatican. Cruz's book is now in its 3rd printing in Spanish and will soon be published in English. You can read more about Cruz's story of overcoming abuse in this month's Delaware Today magazine or at delawaretoday.com.